for this word from the Wheeling House, it actually starts with me, not David Snell, because I have a few questions about a place you went to last week.
That's right.
And it's a fairly thriving place. So tell me where you went and what was the point of the trip?
Well, I was in El Salvador, and I was actually going to do a word from the Wheeling House in El Salvador. We were just so busy we didn't get a chance to do it. But El Salvador is one of our thriving covenant partners. They're doing excellent work there. We've been there from the very beginning. It's one of the earliest sites. But boy, it's just going to town now.
And isn't that where Millard had his last major blitz build?
In 2008, we had the last Millard's last overseas trip, and in the fall, and then he died the following couple months later. So yeah, it's a landmark place for us. But it's also a place where we're doing some very interesting things. One, we're building a lot of houses. We'll have our 500th family housed sometime this year, and we're building several sites there. But some of them are old enough now that we can start to see the benefits of home ownership. And this first project we did in a place called Nuevo Cuscatlan, it was just delightful to go back there and see how people had planted. It was green, the streets were clean, there was no trash, little shops were open, you had a pharmacy open in one of the homes there. But it was a real testament to how this model that we use works. And when people own their home, they want to make it better.
You know, we talked about handouts before, and so I guess the concern is if we just given these homes away, here's your house, that we wouldn't see the same kind of result.
No, we couldn't. You can go to any government housing operation in El Salvador or in the United States, where people are just living for free, and you can see how people just don't take care of things they don't own. And so when people actually have that investment where they're buying the house and they help build the house, they feel differently about it.
Now, what makes El Salvador work, though? Why is it thriving so?
You know, we've got a number of things going on there. In addition to its success in house building, we have great partnerships there. And our building partner actually is a group called People Helping People, Gente Ayudando Gente in El Salvador, which brings a number of things to the table. You know, I've often thought how great it would be if we could be a better catalyst. We build these houses in these communities, if we could be a better catalyst for bringing in other services, and we do a certain extent. We, get water and power and that sort of thing. But with People Helping People, we bring in a wide variety of other benefits: healthcare, early cancer detection, and there's a cooking school now that we have, and some of our family members are going to school. And this cooking school, I actually went there and made some chocolates.
Did you show them a thing or two?
I did. They were so pleased. And, but it's a great partnership, and it takes care. We're not just building houses. We're building health, and education is an issue, and just for some folks, just eating. So providing some food, support that way.
I know Jeff Cardwell, who founded People Helping People and is also on our board, has talked about, we talk about immigration and what a problem it is, addressing this at its source. This is kind of a grain of sand down there, or a seed that we planted, but what could happen if this was replicated over and over?
It would help solve the problem. Many of the folks that come up don't want to come up. They'd rather be at home. Pardon me?
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous. And they leave their family behind, possibly never to see them again. And we do have families who have stayed there because we helped them get a decent house. Matter of fact, we visited the home of a woman who was ready to leave. She'd had it all arranged. She had her kids taken care of with her mother, and she was packing her bags to come to the States. But she heard about the program, and she asked about it, and she got involved with it. She has a house now, and she's there, and she doesn't have to leave. And she's got some business stuff going on. She's earning money, and she's taking care of her family. That's the solution. When we talk about at the root, that's the root.
Well, the takeaway here is what if I'm a U.S. covenant partner, or I'm a just starting out kind of international partner, what can I learn from El Salvador that will take me to those next levels?
Well, I'll tell you, money is always an issue. And we have a great partner down there in New Story Charity, who has helped fund many of these homes. And we wouldn't be doing this massive scale project without them. So, that's a blessing that you just pray for. But leadership is always the issue. We've got great leadership on the ground down there. And we have partnerships with the government that are helpful. The land acquisition, infrastructure placement, that sort of thing. These are things that the government naturally should be taking care of.
Right.
And if you have that relationship, you can get it done. The Minister of Housing is a personal friend. So establishing relationships, that's always the key. Establishing relationships, finding folks. Armenia is a great example of local leadership, developing local resources. They build a lot of houses there with local money. They've established partnerships with some corporations and some individuals, and they're able to tap those to get houses built. So it's all about relationships.
And this is also a place where we haven't had a ton of global builders teams. We've had a little bit, but I think we may have a few in the fall and going forward. So what do you see as the potential, how global builders can fit into this equation?
Boy, I'll tell you, they are a great asset to it. And especially in a place that doesn't have the extensive resources that El Salvador has. A global builders trip, the way it's structured, the global builders pay to go on the trip, and about half the money that they pay goes to their housing and transport and food. The other half goes to building materials. So a group of 10 or 12 folks in many places can pay for a house, can build a house. So it's a great way. The more global builders trips you have, the more houses you're going to get built.
Yeah. And now, is El Salvador a terrifying and scary place?
El Salvador is probably one of the safest places in Central America.
Yeah.
The government has really clamped down. They've gotten control. A lot of the gang stuff that you hear about, just like here, it's isolated. I mean, Chicago is scary, but not all of Chicago is
Right.
in danger. The same is true in El Salvador. But the new government has really clamped down. The place is clean and healthy and prosperous. And they use the U.S. dollar for their currency, so calculating is a lot easier. Yeah.
Well, we got a lot of other things going on. We can kind of wrap this up here, but another place that has a lot of partnerships going on is Chattahoochee Fuller Center Project, where we're going to have a legacy build. It starts October 4th, and our bicycle adventure that was kind of derailed last year is thriving and rolling across the country. So any parting words for everybody as we leave?
Well, the sun has come out. We're done with the sadness of last year. We are moving. And with Bicycle Adventures on the road, we have global builders trips planned. We have a global builders trip in Armenia as we speak, and others planned for this summer and fall. So we're back. The Chattahoochee Fuller Center Project is hosting a Millard Fuller Legacy build. We're going to build 2 houses there in October. And Indianapolis is going to do one. I don't have the dates on that yet. We're going to have a build in Indianapolis, and we've just finished. We actually have about a half a dozen that we've done.
Yeah.
So this Millard Fuller Legacy build, the dispersed legacy build, is working.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. If you want to sign up for the legacy build that's going to be in West Point, Georgia, run by the Chattahoochee Fuller Center Project, go to fullercenter.org/legacy builds. And for all other information about U.S. builders trips and global builders trips, go to fullercenter.org and see how you can support us. Thank you very much.
And thank you, because all of this happens because of folks like you that are out there doing the work and raising the money and bringing the money and helping the families get into a decent home. So God bless you for your efforts.
Thank you.